Hi everyone, Andy from Singletrack magazine here, and it is Newsdesk number 9, and it's pretty exciting because we're finally getting to the start of the World Cup. So this weekend it's going to be the first round of the Downhill World Cup in Maribor, and actually most of the riders have already been there for a week because they were at the European Cup last weekend. So it's going to be a pretty exciting race. I'm pretty excited to see who's going to win the first round. Is it going to be Omri Pirion? He's the champion at the moment, isn't he? On that Cannondale, let's say, and speaking like Ross. Or could it be Aaron Gwyn, who I don't have a picture of, but he could be winning too. Or are we going to see someone like, and in the women's, are we going to see Tiny Seagrave or Rachel Atherton? Because basically, those are the two top riders at the moment, because Cecile Revenel and Miriam Nicole, they're both out with injuries. What I'm really interested to see, though, is how Danny Hart does compared to his teammate Matt Walker, because pretty much all of the off-season, in all those pre-season races, Matt Walker has beat Danny. So it's going to be really interesting to see those two teammates race against each other in the Saracen team and see who comes out on top. So yeah, really excited to see that. I'm going to watch it live, and we'll probably talk about it next week. But yeah, it's going to be really cool to see that. It's also going to be interesting to see how the Athertons do on their DIY printed bike. It's not fair to say DIY, but it is a 3D printed bike. And also Luca Shaw as well. Last year, he had some real near misses. Like he was doing so well in so many races and then, just washed out or something. So really exciting season coming up. Can't wait to see it all. Something that I really can't wait to see as part of the World Cup is that Cannondale DualShock downhill bike. Now, earlier in the week, we posted a story about this, and actually we had a video about this bike, and it confirms all those rumors that we'd seen in the past. Cannondale have developed this full suspension downhill bike. It appears to be made of carbon fiber, and it has the option to run either one single shock or two separate suspension items. One of those can be a damper in the down tube and with a separate spring above it. Now, Cannondale says in that video, and you can pop back to our article and read all about it too, they say that the reason behind that is because they can tune the suspension so that the damper runs in a more linear fashion, and it is independent of the spring progression, which means they can just get the bike running exactly how they want it. They design the bike how they want it, not how it reacts with the suspension components. So again, really cool. Not sure if we're going to see it being raced this round of the World Cup, but yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if it's hanging around in the pits or anything. So keep an eye out for that. Another bike to look out for during the World Cup this weekend is Loic Bruni's bike. I mean, there's going to be some amazing bikes to look at, but I mean, just look at this one. Beautiful paint job. This is the brand new Specialized demo, and Loic has got it it looks amazing. The paint job on it is absolutely stunning. He's got Öhlins forks on this, Öhlins rear shock. What wheel size is he running? Is he going for 29er? Is he running 27.5? Or is he doing a combo, 29er up front, 27.5 at the rear, which I think a lot of riders are going to be experimenting with this year. In other news, we're looking at cheaper bikes this week, and one of the most popular stories on the website, in fact, the most popular story on the website for the whole month, has been this. It's a £220 aluminium full suspension bike from a company called Hyper Bicycles. Now, Hyper Bicycles are actually a BMX company. They make some pretty nice high-end BMXs, and they're really developing some really cool downhill slope style and enduro bikes too, which are coming out in the next few months. But at the moment, they're known for their Walmart mountain bikes, and this for 220 quid looks all right. Full suspension, aluminium, 29-inch wheels. There's also a 27.5-inch version, and even disc brakes. But is it any good? Would you like to see us test this bike? Should we get in touch with Walmart or Hyper and get Ross to smash it down the hills? If you want us to do that, let us know in the comments below, and we'll see what we can do. And moving on, would you chop up your Fox 40s to do this? Someone at a suspension company called RSF Suspension Specialists, I believe, RSF, yep. They have decided to take their Fox 40 stanchions, those beautiful gold Kashima stanchions, whack them in a lathe and make probably one of the most expensive spacers for your headset the world has ever seen. Now, people are already commenting on this post saying that they would happily buy one. The thing is, one suspension fault is only going to make 2 of those spaces with Kashima actually written on. The rest are just going to be gold. Those are some expensive spacers. Are you prepared to chop your 40s up? Are you prepared to spend some major money on having one of them made? Let us know in the comments below. That's it. I'm too excited. I'm going to go watch the World Cup. Yeah, thanks for joining us and see you all soon. Goodbye.